Good morning. Good morning. This is TradersCafe live streaming from Bangalore office. Today is Monday. Time is 10:11. Date is 23rd of September. Hope you all had a great weekend and have had a great start to Monday. I've taken strangles basically far away. Started with 61 600, roll down slowly as the need be. I've started with 60,500 on the bottom and then rolled up to 60,800. These are my references. I'm looking for the day high to be broken to move away further, but I'm also looking at the possibility for intense pullback here and then go back up here, and this is zone where the calls will be in pain. Very interesting on how price will react here, but despite of these pullbacks which were very intense, and the texture is pretty bullish. Alright, please confirm if you're able to hear me okay. The voice is audible. Alright, today I'm using a rolling PNL function in the Tradeflow. What I did was I had a minus 3 lakhs here when I started to build the position and put the rolling as approximately minus 4 lakhs and then change it at 3 lakhs later. So what it does is, as my PNL increases, it rolls the exit to have a difference of 3 lakhs. So I am trailing this pretty aggressively. What that means is I have put a time of five ticks, so it will wait for 5 ticks to recalculate the exit PNL. So by looking at the numbers, I feel like it might have touched around 4.5 once, 4.62 exactly. Yeah, that is what has happened. You see here it slightly went 4.6, and that's why it trailed this to this. Very, with the moves we have, I feel this might be very tight. In a way, probably that will save us more than it will hurt us, and that's okay. We'll rebuild position if that hits, but I don't have a big targets today. Although when I don't have big targets, those turn out to be very, very good days. So you see this is changing very, very rapidly. Why? Because the criteria I have set is 3 lakhs, and 3 plus 1.8 is 4.8, which is what you're seeing on the screen. That's one way that you can manage your trails. Although I knew this was there, I never experimented, but Amitji, when he visited our office, did explain a lot of great features, and he explained me how I can basically roll this. Trying to still get used with the math, but then I think because I don't like such close, I'm okay with a little bit of swings. But I think we'll figure it out over the course of time. Hey, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Very interesting here. All the wicks. It's a zone that it has to clear and close. This is just for, I'm not gonna wait until 10 lakhs. Probably I will try to hit between 7 and 8 or 7ish. That is where I'm gonna call it a day. Good morning. Good morning, Pradeep, Vishwanath, Zenith, Nakul, SM. A lot of folks from Dubai though. This is the PNL chart. Hope you can little bit. Today was the day where it did not make that fuss of going into drawdowns, which is usually the day. A steady creep up with the adjustments. Hit that 5ish. And as I said, I kept on rolling down and up. Vishwanath is asking, can you show the payoff graph? I just did, but let me bring that up. been relatively calmer morning, which is unsettling me a little bit, because the orb is this. We are still in the opening range. That is something. These are the very important references, otherwise sellers will be pretty happy. This here. How's everyone doing? Did you all have a good weekend? Didn't deploy my full capital at all. I'm at 4.5. For that, it's approximately 1 point. Zenith, unfortunately, I am happy to share my views. Zenith is asking what is my views on last Friday mayhem for Sensex option rate, as this is new normal in Indian markets. It looks like it's a new normal. I mean, but it's a lot of sensitivity around that topic right now. And my expectation, I posted one interesting chart on this, so I can happy to share that with you guys here. I'm gonna go to six nine. This is 69 base what? Hold on, I'm just making a couple of adjustments. So 29th June is where we have to go. Is there a way for us to go directly there? I'm gonna make this a mess. This is August still. Long way to go. Getting close, but I'm butchering my references. I think this is the one. You see this here? Oh God. Sorry about that. You see this here? And imagine, okay, let me do this. You're not able to see those two big candles. What will be your bias here? Bullish, right? Because everything is higher high, higher low. Suddenly what happens? Equal sweep to the lows, and then it becomes a neutral. So those are possibilities that we have to be aware of. That's all what I'm wanting to say. And this is not something that is exists only specific to India. I look at US markets, I trade them also sometimes. Um, but those are called liquidity sweeps, and market has a tendency to go and grab that liquidity. What it typically means, I'm not these are my theories and my views alone, that it wants to grab the liquidity at the highest liquidity wherever it is. So the willingness, the questions here are, is there willingness to buy on the top? Otherwise, there is basically no supply. And the problem is not with this move. The problem is the velocity of the move. That is where the problem is. I don't think IV is reflective on how fast it has expanded and how fast it has cooled off. That is why the protections now, you can see this is changing rapidly, and I'm gonna I have been stuck in those positions a few times. Last month's Nifty expiry was one day. That was even brutal. The reason why it is brutal is, if you can push in 1000 quantity on Sensex or any of these bigger instruments, on Nifty you can push like 3000 and 4000 quantities. So I was stuck in positions with greater than 1 lakh quantities. A lot of people were questioning about my value at risk and all. There are a couple of things that are happening in my mind with when I build positions. I'm okay with going to 2 to 3 point because I have significant buffer, and as a lot of people are imagining, this is not a significantly levered account. Nakul Radhi is asking, can you explain what did you do? You were stuck. One time I had to take losses and a significant dent, up to 5-6%, because there was no way to counter that, and I was really in the tunnel vision where I was feeling it for years and it never reversed. But one time I was able to get out and actually win big. Chromecast, good morning. Any highlights to share from Amit Swipit? Amit, it's been an exciting conversation the boys have had. It's a Amit is a tech genius plus a great trader, so he's traveled all the way of like 2 hours to come, 3 hours to go, and it was so nice of him to be able to do that for us on such a day. A lot of focus on the development of Tradeflow. He has explained some of those and very, very interesting and exciting features. His message was very simple: be disciplined. Don't take a big dent that you can't recover in 4-5 sessions. And his message was the distinguishing factor between a successful trader and unsuccessful trader is only that, and which is true. Problem with telling that is such a boring message. Because all of us feel we know that, right? Most of those who have lost at least would have recovered a little bit in the morning hour, I feel. So it might be a good time to start thinking about what to do, how to reduce the exposure now. Which is what I'm trying to do. $51.64. But in the hindsight, I think it was a amazing buyer's day. If you are fast. The squeeze here is like a ticking time bomb for sellers. Zenith is suggesting, I was listening to some investors and their views were that this volatility is being aided because of high liquidity. Yeah, influx of big funds. Very much possible, Zenith. Chromecast added something and deleted something, so I don't know what he wants to say. Chromecast put that message again. Mean revert, it did 83,700 PE according to the hypothesis. Yeah, I have those. 2 standard deviations. I get very uncomfortable when they get there. Alright. Let's say what's our highest exposure now? Trying to do something, guys. Trying to basically get a chart up. 80, 61 to 100 put. Let's see that. You see this? These are some destinations I keep because there will be a tendency to do this, and once it goes up there will be a tendency to come back. Positional guys are pretty happy. I can hear they have a lot of premium now. Spikes are what they're arranging to tranche in the positions. I'm gonna take a 2-minute break. Come back. Be on mute. We have far bullish, that's fine. Our call sets cube is less. I'm back. Zenith is asking how do I switch from selling to be a buyer, although I ended up green on Friday, could have capitalized on my but couldn't react. Or should I just focus on my system and keep drawing opportunity if it presents out? Yeah, that's what I do, Zenith. I do have buying setups, but those are very occasional. But I think it doesn't hurt for you to have one such setup as well. And it should not be an exercise where you will do once and leave it. Whenever such opportunities present, take those, but take those with an affordable risk so that you don't lose the trust in the system. It will help you try that over a few weeks and not in one or two instances, and those fail and you're not happy about it. And in buying, my expectation of rewards are higher because the risk is higher. So you can build trailing systems and all of that, but take high probability setups. I think that will help. Still in the squeeze, there is no change in the box we have drawn. A good idea would be to exit these positions and wait for a spike and come back later. I think that would be, but since I'm not trying a lot now, I'm okay to manage this through that. If I'm out, I'm hit by like 5 lakhs anyway, so I think the user base of YouTube will go viral if I do some buying streams. Not a lot of engagement for sellers. No fun. Chromecast, are there any alternatives for Tradeflow for retail traders? I think this is not something that you would consider as a non-retail trader, right? I am also a retail trader. So I have seen a few things. One was TradeMate. It is a reasonable alternative, but it didn't match my speed at all. I was stuck in position and I wanted to exit. I exited so fast with how I do it in Tradeflow. I ended up putting like multiple quantities, significant size on the buying. So the lag did not even allow me to realize I have exited all, and then I have actually bought in positions. But that's something you can explore. Tradeflow, the advantage is it's on a server, it's on the cloud. It's a virtual machine Amit configures for each one account, so it's fast. I think there was one more which was like that. I can't recollect the name. If you like manual punching, there are a number of alternatives. XTS, Odin. Greek soft multi-trade blitz. I'm gonna hit this to probably 9.5 10 lakhs and give it to the boys so they can play with taking 1 to 2 lakhs risk and build the position if they wish to. It is a nice opportunity for us to build some confidence back into the traders, so that because we have buffers, that's what I'm gonna do today. But I'll try to push this to 10 lakhs. That is where we have put our target. We will be at 6.4 if we have to come back. Not many adjustments we have done. Pretty straight run. Done. This is how the PNL is. I expect it will chop around here a little bit. Hey Aditya. If that is something you're enjoying, if this is something that is adding a little bit value in any way, hit that like button, share it with your community. It's not obligation, but appreciate if you can do that. Zenith is asking TradeMate incident is of which year? No, TradeMate is instance is a few days back. How long have I been? I am with Tradeflow for almost 1 year, 4 months. I don't need such a lot of credit to get that 20,000, and I don't want to get hit here. It's okay to take a little bit more time, but since that now I have my maid to deal with, close to targets, 10,000 but left. We are at 10:48. It's a 40-minute stream thus far. It's just a way of adding a little bit humor. That's it, Zenith. I like critiques, but I want to hear when people say something, why they are saying what they are saying. That's it, guys. We are hit 10%. We are done with our daily PNL. We have deployed only 4.8 on that. It's 10%. Sorry, 2%. But again, we had the opportunity to pull in 4, but coming back from Friday, it's Okay, and we are still in the 23rd. It's something we are very careful when we go into the end of the month, and probably will reduce our target significantly in the next few sessions or skip some sessions perhaps, and just enjoy the rest of the month. Um, Time is still 10:50 a.m. So I think it's a pretty good day for achieving almost close to 1%. So happy with that. Happy that we were able to do that without a lot of battle. These are the positions we have taken. 26, 31. These are probably the hedges. Yes, and you see we had everything. I'm gonna look it. Yep. So we lost a little bit. 10 lakhs still fine. And this is our P&L graph. One, I think probably in the last 5-6 trading sessions, this is the one which did not have that, you know, drawdown and basically going up. So we have done the stream. Since it's my commitment to you guys is 1 hour, we still have a few minutes. If you want to shoot any questions, please utilize that time. If you don't have any questions, happy to call it a stream and let you go guys make more money. Still everybody's quiz. This is like a ticking time bomb right now to me. That's how I see it. I'm gonna sip some tea, guys. Don't mind. I will try to be on mute. Yeah, Sanat, that is a problem. There is a reason why I can't enable that live chat replay. It's not allowing me to do that. That's why I am trying to read the questions and then answer it. So, for example, Sanat is asking why can't we see the live chat replay when you are watching this? I am doing something wrong, apparently. Zenith is asking what is the rest of the day looks like, other hitting targets. You trade other instruments, wait for opportunities to instrument. I do not re-enter most of the times. When I put a target, that's what you will say. I will try to achieve that. I will really reduce it. But when I do that, I am not going to do that. I typically sit with and spend with time with a few interns here, few other traders, chit chat a little bit, and do other stuff. Chromecast is asking going directional versus triple straddle triangles that you do. Can you explain? It all depends on the momentum and the unwinding that I see. Let me get a chart up. See, what are you seeing here and here? This is a classic unwinding with momentum up. There is, unless you are far away, these will hurt you. And as a seller, I know the pain, what happens to the sellers. So there are days I will go directional. Most of the times I will have a skew, at least it's semi-directional. Let's say if I have a 90 rupees put, I will at least have 35 rupees call. But based on my conviction, I am okay to go fully directional as well. I don't start with triple straddles or strangles. I start with one strike, and then when I'm adjusting it, that is where you will have multiple legs. So let me do this. 923 is when I entered. You see, I had only, these are all the strikes. 62,500, 60, these are all, yeah, 61,600, 6,500. These are the ones I have entered first. Right. Then I kept on adding and this thing. So most of the times, from there on I adjust, and those adjustments could be very fast, within 1 minute also. But I don't plan to have equal number of legs or not. My thinking is on the credit I have rather than how many legs I have. Should there be equal number of legs? No, but I am looking at the price variances and the delta of each leg. So if I have a concentration of 10,000 quantity in, let's say, a premium of 90, and I only have, let's say, 30,000 quantity of 20, there may be equal credit or somewhere close to it, but the delta of 90 will be so high that this 20 will not be able to compensate for the move, at least for the spike. So you need to go closer. So that's how I'm thinking as well. Hopefully that answers. Chromecast, tell us what you can do. Happy to discuss that with you. Sanad is asking which broker you use, what are the charges average you pay to the broker. Sanad, we use China. My charges are very reasonable to the returns, relative to the returns. I think today all the traders will be pretty happy on Twitter. At least some relief to the pain they have gone through on Friday. Alright, if there are no further questions, guys, I'll call it a stream. As usual, thank you for joining, thank you for the conversation. I hope you all have a rest of the good trading session and a good rest of the week ahead. Trade well, trade safe. This is TradersCafe signing off from Bangalore. Bye, guys.